Hey y'all, I'm back today just to talk to y'all, tell y'all about something that I have going on. On tomorrow, I'm going to be having a robotic hysterectomy. And this procedure has been a long time coming. I got pregnant I have three children. My last two children, I was pregnant at 33 and 34. And I developed fibroids during my pregnancy, and it didn't make my pregnancies that much more difficult because they were already difficult because I was older and I'm a big girl. So you already know those were two factors in it, but it did make me have more pain. And after having my children and getting my tubes out, I thought that the pain and the bleeding would get better. Actually, when I got my tubes out, it seemed as if my menstrual cycles got worse. Like I would be bleeding 10 to 12 days at a time. I would be having blood clots like the size of liver, like huge blood clots. Like without normally your flow stops when you're in a bathtub. Like when my flow was so heavy to where soon as I would stand up out of the water, blood would be running down my legs. Like that's how much and how fast my bleeding would start back. And I would have like terrible cramps, like almost like my life would come to a halt when it was time for my menstrual cycle. Like I could not do nothing. I couldn't stand for long periods of time. I just was in pain. I was living in pain. I am living in pain at the moment. Like at the moment, I'm living in pain. And like a lot of times us black people, we don't like to go to the doctor. We like to try to self-medicate or TT, what you got over there? Cousin, what you got over there? Let me get some of your medicine. This going to help me or whatever. And I had been going to doctor after doctor, getting referrals, just like really trying to find out like what is wrong with me. Like I should not be having these horrible periods. Like I should not be bleeding this long. Like I would be weak, always cold, but anemic because of the blood loss. And a friend of mine, she told me about a doctor that she went to, and I went to that doctor. And my doctor is Dr. Parrington at the Women's Hospital in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And when I said Dr. Parrington ran tests after test after test on me until he found out what was wrong with me. Like I said, I have fibroids. And he was just saying that because of the fibroids, I've been on every birth control you could think of. I have been on birth control pills. I was on a patch. I was on a shot. I had the Nexplanon. I had a IUD. I really had everything. I started developing blood pressure problems. My hair was coming out. I couldn't eat. I would be throwing up like blood. Me and birth control, it just did not work. And so we were initially going to try an ablation. But because of the fibroids, my physician was stating that it wouldn't help me because I'm still going to be bleeding because of those fibroids. And so we decided to go ahead and do the hysterectomy. And this was last year. We decided on the hysterectomy. And so we had finally got to the point, okay, I'm getting a hysterectomy. Everything is good. Fill out the paperwork. And my insurance was like, well, we feel like you haven't been through enough. You haven't tried enough alternative medicine. You haven't tried enough options for us to pay for this. So I was like, man, I done been on everything. Like, are y'all kidding me right now? So, my doctor did an appeal. We was denied. So, we kept on treating. I would have to just take pain medication the whole time. Like, my doctor just kept refilling my pain medication. And I was living on pain medication because that would be the only way that I could function. And sometimes that wasn't, strong enough. I would have to sit in the tub for hours, heating pad. Like, when I tell y'all, I tried everything. So now we have finally all got on one accord. Insurance has approved everything. Fees have been paid. Everything is signed off. Paperwork, pre-op blood work, everything is done. So tomorrow at noon, I'm going to have this surgery. And I will be documenting my surgery. I probably will record some stuff tomorrow before I go in. Now, when I come out, I'm not sure how I'm going to feel if I'm going to record anything, but I am going to share what I'm going through, my healing process, and everything that's going on with me as it pertains to this surgery. So I hope that I can help somebody with this journey, because I know when I decided to get the surgery, I watched people, and some of the questions that I had, people didn't say, and I know a lot of people are kind of iffy about what they share. But to me personally, I feel like, why share if you're not going to share the stuff that people really want to know, So hopefully with me sharing, I can answer the questions that were not answered for me, and I can help somebody, and they can see my journey to help them move forward in their journey. So again, I will start my journey tomorrow on, what's tomorrow? February 22nd, 2019. I'm going to have a robotic hysterectomy. And when I say I'm a little nervous, but I've prayed and I know that God is going to take care of me, and I want the relief. Like everybody who's had the surgery has just been telling me, you're going to feel brand new. And y'all, I am ready to feel brand new. So make sure y'all come to the channel and check it out.